Every trader begins with fire in their veins and illusion in their eyes. 100%. No exceptions. The charts glow like neon in a casino. The candles rise and fall like tides of temptation. The markets pulse with movement, and you swear you found it, the shortcut to financial freedom. But here's the brutal truth. Only 2% of traders ever evolve into consistent winners. The rest are chewed up and spat out by the same market they once believed they could conquer. Welcome to our channel, a world where trading psychology isn't just about numbers, it's about survival. Now, meet Yale, our trader. The light from his monitor flickers across his face, his fingers trembling above the mouse. He hits buy with the same desperation as a man pulling a lever on a slot machine. The numbers jump. The green candles rise. His pulse races. He laughs. Victory. For a fleeting moment, he feels untouchable. Then, without warning, the market turns. A red candle slashes through his profits like a blade. In seconds, the dream evaporates. He stares at the screen, his reflection hollow. The room is silent except for the faint ticking of the clock. That's the sound of reality setting in. But Yale's story isn't unique. It's the story of millions. From Wall Street offices to dimly lit bedrooms around the world, traders everywhere fall for the same illusion, believing they're trading, when in truth, they're gambling. This is where every journey begins. No plan, no discipline, just adrenaline and blind faith. The gambler's stage. You open your first account. You stare at those flickering charts. Your heart thunders as you click buy. For a moment, you feel alive, powerful. The market rewards you with profit and it feels like magic. You tell yourself you were born for this. But that same magic turns to poison fast. The win is followed by a loss. Then another. Soon, your balance bleeds out faster than you can refill it. You chase, you double down, you hope. But hope is not a strategy. And in the end, gamblers don't trade the market trades them. Most never move beyond this stage. They quit, broken by the same excitement that first pulled them in. But a rare few, refuse to stop. They evolve. Enter the learner. The gambler's thrill fades, replaced by obsession. You start watching every video, reading every book, chasing every secret that promises success. Moving averages, Fibonacci retracements, candlestick patterns, supply and demand zones. You cram your charts with indicators until it looks like a battlefield. Red lines, green zones, flashing arrows. Chaos disguised as knowledge. You think the next course, the next strategy, the next guru will finally reveal the code. You're chasing certainty in a game that thrives on uncertainty. And yet, this is progress. Because learning, even chaotically, means you've begun to evolve. You're no longer throwing dice, you're searching for understanding. But here's the painful truth. Information without mastery is useless. You know what to do, but not how to do it. You have the sword, but not the discipline to wield it. Your trades still fail. You still panic. You still overtrade, underthink, and overreact. And yet, these painful lessons are priceless. Each mistake burns a scar of wisdom. Each loss whispers something the books never told you. For most, this stage ends in exhaustion. They drown in information, overloaded and overwhelmed. But the ones who endure? They begin to see through the noise. They become survivors. The survivor has tasted defeat too many times to be careless. They trade cautiously now. The charts are cleaner. The moves are deliberate. They have a system, back-tested, logical, promising. But survival isn't victory. It's balance on the edge of a blade. You win one day, lose the next. Break even, hover, repeat. You're not losing big, but you're not growing either. You live in emotional limbo, caught between hope and despair. One winning streak fills you with confidence. One losing day drains it all away. Here lies one of trading's cruelest lessons. Consistency isn't born from strategy. It's forged in discipline. You start to realize the market doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't reward hard work, only precision. You learn that managing risk is not optional, it's survival. You discover that your biggest enemy isn't volatility or manipulation or the economy. It's you, your fear, your greed, your impatience. You begin journaling your trades. You watch your emotions on replay. You realize how often you clicked out of boredom, or chased after a missed entry, or held a loser hoping it would turn around. Slowly, you begin to see the pattern, and it's not in the market. It's in yourself. This is the turning point. Most give up here, trapped in the endless cycle of trying, failing, adjusting, repeating. But those who stay, those who endure the frustration, something starts to change inside them. They evolve again. They become enlightened. The noise fades. The panic quiets. The trader who once searched for the Holy Grail now understands. There isn't one. Trading isn't about predicting, it's about preparing. It's about managing what you can control and accepting what you can't. You stop asking, "How can I double my account this week?" and start asking, "How can I protect my capital today?" You trade less but win more. You miss trades and don't feel FOMO. You lose trades and don't feel anger. You stop reacting and start observing. The charts that once overwhelmed you now feel calm, almost beautiful in their simplicity. You realize that success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less, better. The enlightened trader sits in quiet confidence. One setup, one trade, one plan. The stop-loss is in place. The risk is defined. The mind is clear. You execute and walk away. Profits come, but slowly, steady, predictable. And for the first time, you're okay with that. Because the goal isn't excitement anymore, it's consistency. You start seeing growth, not just in your account, but in your mind. You're no longer the gambler begging the market for validation. You're a professional running a process. And then, one day, something clicks. The chaos that once ruled you is gone. You're not fighting the market anymore. You're working with it. You've stopped chasing outcomes and started mastering execution. This is evolution realized, and for the few who push beyond enlightenment, a final transformation awaits. They become capitalists. This is the summit, the highest peak, the point where trading transcends emotion and becomes pure discipline. Only 2% reach it, but those who do redefine the game entirely. The capitalist doesn't chase the market. They control it. They think in probabilities, not predictions. They've turned trading into a system, scalable, measurable, repeatable. Losses don't hurt them. Wins don't thrill them. They operate with emotional neutrality, detached, precise, calm. Their account grows not through luck, but through structure. Compounding replaces chaos. Patience replaces panic. They no longer trade for adrenaline. They trade for freedom. While 98% are still stuck chasing signals and blowing accounts, the capitalist is scaling, adding capital, diversifying, automating, using other people's money. To them, the market isn't a gamble, it's a machine, and they've learned to operate it with mastery. The secret? It was never about finding the perfect strategy. It was about becoming the kind of person who can execute any good strategy perfectly. Discipline, patience, risk control, psychological endurance. These are the real edges, the tools of the elite. And when you reach this point, something profound happens. You realize trading was never about the money. It was about mastery. It was about becoming someone capable of control in a world ruled by chaos. So now the question is simple. Where are you on this path? Are you still gambling? Still chasing? Still learning? Still bleeding? Still hoping? Or are you starting to see the patterns, not in the charts, but in yourself? Because every trader must face the mirror, and only those who do will ever evolve. The market will not hand you success. It will test you, break you, humble you. But if you refuse to quit, if you adapt, learn, and master yourself, you can rise among the 2%. The journey from gambler to capitalist is not just about trading. It's about transformation. It's about discipline forged in chaos, wisdom born from failure, and freedom earned through resilience. Because at the end of it all, the market doesn't reward talent. It rewards evolution, and only those who evolve win.